Hi guys, in this video, I'm going to show you how to write scholarship essays, how to write recommendation letter, and please don't use this hack in a dangerous way. I'm going to show you how to package your stuff. So first of all, these are the scholarships informations that we are going to be using. So I'm going to see what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this tab to this side. So I want to be seeing it more. Okay, I want to take it there. Yes, so I'm going to take it that side. So, yes, so this is how we're going to apply for scholarship. So the first thing, we're going to ask ourselves some questions. So one of the things they may ask you for is number one, why do you need to win? Okay, although there's a lot of scholarships that will not ask you any information, like let's check some links. This is Faith Foundation, and I happen to be an alumni of Faith Foundation, and they have a lot of grants to give out to people. One of my sons won their scholarship, and they give them up to I think 300 to 400K yearly. Um, and also they also offer mentorship where they mentor them to win more opportunities. And one of my sons also still won a global scholarship from school. From here, also Well Mountain. I mean, many of you know about Well Mountain Foundation. They also give out large scholarship to people globally. But most people didn't know how to apply. Like when I was a student, I didn't know how to apply because there was nobody to really assist me with those cases. And I wish I knew because I would have won because they gave this scholarship to a whole lot of students. And I wrote a recommendation letter for students, and most of them you have to be an undergraduate student, plan to live and work in the country. Application was easy. So I go to go in. So it's already close for this year, but I can start planning this for subsequent this thing. So this is one of the things. All the same thing, two recommendation letters, personal essay, all of them all require the same thing. They want to see this one, they want to even see your results from I think your SSC results and all that. And then they want some official letter. So guidelines for official letter, which you will see that it's so I'm going to show you how to write a structured recommendation letter. So let's say, for example, they ask you to, I want to show you more scholarship links so you can be able to, okay, the one for Faith Foundation, this is the one, this is what they're asking you. Let's say you want to apply, let's see what they're going to do. So we, Faith Foundation, because I'm alumni, they have a new lot, but let's see. I don't qualify for it, but I want to just see whether they're going to show me any details. Okay. Um, so you want to see it's the number of people that they normally give is 30, so it's highly competitive. So Monday to April 10th, application duration. Okay, program duration, it's that's when they give you scholarship for a course of 4 years. Okay, so let's see, apply, then show you this thing. So they're going to ask you all these questions. Then can't answer them because you see, it must be the age of between 14 to 21. So some of you that are probably not above those ages, you may not really, so you can see that as a criteria. Studying any of these courses must be in a public tertiary school. Are you currently admitted to any university? Because maybe we have gotten admission. Okay, they will not really find out about your CCP. But the same process, like I'm saying, same process. Okay, so let me go back to my slide. So first of all, why do you need a scholarship now? Why should I be considered above others? My academic journey aspiration to study my course, my biggest pain. So you're going to write on like a sentence before you start writing these essays. So the first thing, I'm going to make the process easy for you so that you don't have to kill yourself. So the first thing you need is that why do I need a scholarship? Okay, so because some of you will just go to the internet and copy what other people are writing. Okay, so let's say I need a scholarship because I am at the cross I am a crossroad in my academic pursuit, where I need to be able to survive through school, economical conditions, academic support, all this stuff. Why do I need a scholarship now? Why must it be now? Okay, so now because I am a 100 level student with inspiration of studying on, and right now maybe we need book reference support and then all this stuff. So let's do an example. Let me come here and write it. Okay, so I'm going to do an example so we can write. Let's assume I am Silver Peace. So that's one of my daughters, by the way. So I let me assume that I'm her. So I'm going to write like a lady now. Okay, or I'm going to write like a lady. So Silver Peace is a 100 level student studying music in the University of Port Harcourt. Okay. Sorry, I'm exposing someone just for this, but I think I will not be offended since so why do I need a scholarship? Okay, so let's say silver, I am Silver Peace, I need a scholarship. And I need a scholarship to that to help in my academic journey of paying school fees and it's paying school fees, daily, the cost of living at school and study materials as well as the study materials as cost of living, daily cost of living, as well as study materials, as well as um, food aid as a cost of living and transport and all those stuff, as well as my well-being in school. Why best course and the best abilities in my career. Okay, so why do I need a scholarship now? Okay, why do I need a scholarship now? Now, most times, most of you are going to copy what I'm saying. You're not going to manufacture what I'm this time. Go and paste. Okay, so why do I need a scholarship now? I am currently at in the second semester 100 level, and I am in a course group academically, course group financially, and as my study requires have is a laptop for my course as well as buy at least own a musical instrument. Okay. instrument, okay, for easy practice with having a scholarship as a first daughter of my family. I am unable to meet this myself. So sorry, I'm not really writing so well. I'm just trying to be fast. So meet this myself, meet this needs myself. Things I should meet. When they say you should write a half page typed, it means that you should not write more than 200 words. Okay. So the another question, like I said, why should you be considered above others? Okay, so you need to answer all these questions. These are the template that you need to use to write. Okay. Why do you need to be considered above others? So I am a female in Nigerian. I am I am a leader in my class. I am the course rep. So okay, I have demonstrated um strong academic seriousness. I in an admission in my course and contributing to the welfare of my course mates. Okay, can you see, right? Welfare of my course mates, right? See, by being their leader, being their class, where I represent them, where I represent their groups, the uh, who and I'm not saying if you're not a cause, you cannot win. I'm just trying to say, or you can say, let's say you help your class do one thing. Okay. You want to say something like, because you're going to win a scholarship easily if you are socially impactful. Or you can say something like, let's say you have aided someone by teaching the person about uh let's say you scored a particular grade or you help somebody in class achieve something good to the lecturers. Okay. Okay, so let's say let's say this stuff is like okay. So that is one of the ways. So I'm just teaching you this. So I'm really forging these things that I'm saying. Sorry that I need to tell you this. So you don't blame me if I don't really write well. I'm a leader in my class administration. And seriously by being their class representative, I represent their. Let's say I also why should you be considered all that I've also done I've also performed well academically, even with the constraint of finances, uh, finances, uh, and not having all the necessary materials, study material. And I think I well give supported. And I believe, don't say I believe, don't think I think I believe. If supported with a scholarship. I don't want this video to be more than 30 minutes if supported with a scholarship. Okay, so you can see that okay, if supported with a scholarship, okay. So Guys, I want you to listen. So I want you to listen so whatever with the scholarship. So you can say something like, I do help some of my classmates, do help my classmates do assignments, and sometimes I'm giving do assignments, and sometimes I'm giving stipends. On my sorry, my grandma's are big, right? So study well, so you can talk big too. My academic journey and pursue. So this is like the biggest pain studying your course. All these questions, you should answer it. It's not hard, though. Just forget because it's hard because I'm trying to think about it myself. So write it the best way you can. I'll show you how to make it perfect. My academic journey to study my course. So I love music. I believe music can change the world. I believe music can make the world a better place. Better place than just as taxi transformed want to transform want to songs by the world and heal the world. Studying music as a life uh, um, as a life mission. Okay, so you can see. Okay, I am I have I have started off well and continue. All right. So I know most of the students, most of you don't want to also apply for certain school, like you are afraid of failing, like you don't want to hear that you fail. Huh. You know, when you hear that some people apply over 40 that you not win. So the biggest pains on your course. So you can now say something like paying, spending over maybe more than 1,000 Nigeria, an average Nigerian in say an average guesses my weekly stipend or pocket fee is let's say it's 8,000 and I have to spend 8,000 and I have spent probably like 1K, let's say 800 and especially get a laptop access easily or just don't really write this down. I just want to be fast. But if I stay on this story, you see that it's taking so much time. But there's a simple way to do this. I just want you to not dwell on the simple way too. So yeah, I don't want you to dwell on the simple way too. So what would the money in the financial challenges and what would the money scholarship do for you? So the money in the scholarship will help me winning the scholarship will help me. Scholarship. Now you have to use if you're a woman, use your gender story. Winning the scholarship will help me pay my school fees on time, as well as get a laptop device as an aid. Okay, so gender story. If you're a man, you can talk about maybe it will help you avoid joining school cults. or to help you as a really to avoid it winning scholarships to help you avoid the uh, harassment that can have. But if you have already gotten harassed as a lady, because almost every Nigerian woman is harassed, I can say I faced harassment, um, jumping, um, trekking. Okay, let's say trekking on the road at uh, because of trying to cut costs. And someone will say, "Where have I get it?" I have a lot of female daughters, so I know what I'm talking about. Trying to cut costs of uh, trying to cut costs. Um, Chris harassment because they're trying to cut costs of transportation at close of time. Winning a scholarship will help me avoid this harassment and and this harassment as I would use transportation and avoid the rising temptations to um, for temptation of transactional issues. For men, you can say something like avoid you to avoid direct fraud and cultism. Can always write it and also talk about how you can face harassment by sometimes moving, tracking it can be some odd people. Now, after writing all these things, see what I will now do. Okay. So I will put all these things here. All of you have AI on WhatsApp, right? On WhatsApp is on WhatsApp. Or I have ChatGPT. So let me go here on ChatGPT, see what I will do. I'll put it here and say something like um using this story, write in a 200 word motivational letter for this scholarship. Nigerian women um okay. Nigerian women of Georgia. Okay. Write me a 200 word letter for Nigerian women of Georgia. Okay, so that it will use my original story. See, have you seen the magic that's about to happen? So it's going to show, okay, I'm supposed to even prompt AI and tell AI that the silver piece is from this school. You can see, have you seen what's happening there? Have you seen that the story looks painful? That is what these organizations want to hear. They want to hear some energy on your write-up. Are you saying that if it's 200 word, right? So when they say half page, you see, sorry, I'm trying to find out that the link I dropped earlier, which is like that women of Georgia stuff. Um, yeah. So I really want you guys to know this a lot. So we've answered that question and then we'll put it on ChatGPT and prompt it. We can also put our school and say, okay, you are in, put that university, I am studying at University of, let's say, Nigeria, okay? Let's say of Nigeria. So, you can see that this letter, can you just copy this letter like that? No, you cannot just copy this letter. Once you answer all these questions, the AI will give you a very powerful answer. And remember that these things are void of grammatical errors. You can see. So one of the things in your letter, whether if you write well, then the next thing to do is to go to grammar. I won't really show you guys all this one. So there's this thing for grammar. Grammar, where you check your where you can check for your so whether you are. So I'm gonna let me not go to that one. So this one is just for this. I'm sorry, I will add to this. Okay, so you can see that this story is relatable. Like my name is this, I am this is a motivation, it's a short motivation. You can make it 300 words too. Yeah. So this is like half page when trying to find out something. Sorry guys, so I'm trying to find out something. I noticed that one of the scholarships I'm applying, I'm trying to select some scholarship exams. This is you guys kind of scholarship. So I'm trying to also reduce my tab. My tab is making me put several pages that may not be so next to everything. Several pages. Several pages. So you can see I'm looking at the scholarship that I've been. See, I want you guys to write some of these things. See, I want you guys to read. See, this is I told you, nobody will really teach you this easily. Most of the people that will teach you will ask you for your head and tail, and you don't really have money to pay them. Okay, so I want you. These are the scholarships that will fill you get. And I'm like, scholarship for women. I really want a lot of women to win. I want you guys to win. But feminist. So sorry guys, not the one that do scholarship. So women so much more to avoid issues. Issues of body sex and being that's you know see I have a this is that so look at this one. It's all of them all will give you more than 150 200. All of it. Same with the wrong one, the same thing. Passport photograph, YouTube, like probably background why should are you seeing this kind of thing? So you can see this kind of thing that produce a motivation to actually do something like this. Okay. Yeah. And then you need to know the scholarship budget. When you're writing your motivation, you need to add the scholarship budget. Remember what I did? I copied this page after answering all those questions. I took it to ChatGPT and I said, I just added using this story, write me 200 word motivation letter for Nigerian Union of Feeding Scholarship. You can see that they are going to focus on my student. I can also decide to like see what I can do again and say make it see I can say make it 300 words. Write more, maintain my unique story. And now say add some data back stuff. So to blow your mind. Data back stuff. My story, make it emotional. It's emotional. Okay, so someone is saying it's a person is teaching me how to lie. No, I'm not trying to show you how to write a unique story. If you even know the silver that I'm talking about, this may even be I may even get her story correctly. This she will be very surprised that I'm able to get her story. Are you seeing what's happening here? Silver will even thank you. Please, you guys should not copy this as story. You're studying music. So, there's also a way she can also change it. So she can also add her hometown, her family, some story about her family. So you can see you must have a story. You cannot just write facts. Your story cannot be copied. It's someone cannot copy your story. They can copy your facts, but they cannot copy your story. Academia is powered by passion and deep sense of purpose. I'm studying. You can see this is still half page too. It's still half page. So all she just needs to do is to like do something like this. They will say motivational letter by Silver Peace University. The motivational letter, let's say the motivational letter is addressed to is addressed uh these Nigerian women of Georgia, Nigerian Women of Association of Georgia and something of Georgia's undergraduate scholars. Okay. You can see that I can guess that this person likely win this scholarship because this story is very unique. And then what kind of recommendation letter do you get from your I don't want to rush because before for me to teach you this, you need to have real practicals. Okay. Remember, I just showed you this. Okay. So you see, she's addressing Nigerian women of Georgia. Let's see. This letter is addressed to them. Okay. This is a flashing letter addressed to them. She doesn't need to know the address. She doesn't need to write. All she now need to do. You don't even need to use any. Go to your computer center in your school to type. You just come here and just click on. After you do this, you just paste it on a Google document and convert it to web and say Silver Peace motivational letter. Just save it to I can easily from this side, you can easily, I'm not saying you must have a laptop, but you can use documents, MS Word, there's some documents files on your school, you can get from your Android apps and just convert it straight to PDF and then you're good to go. And see, it carries letters, it's showing numbers, it's showing naira, it's showing transport costs, showing like, yeah, she can make it 500 naira or something, and so and all this kind of stuff. This is a data she's using to support her claim. So they will know that this lady is a studious lady. She's not just a student, she's studying. So you can see it's precise, guys. So how do you write a recommendation letter? So let's say give me can type like give me a recommendation letter of template. So a recommendation letter template. My university lecturer. Okay. Okay. Now what do you want the university lecturer to say? Saying he knows me and I am a lady of good academic uh, prowess and I study music in the University of Suka. Okay, so So you can see that from this thing I'm showing you guys, you will win a lot of scholarships back to I'm telling you because I don't the people that I normally show this are maybe like 3 youths yearly and they all win scholarships. So I can always tell you that I'm going to win scholarship just by you knowing all these things I'm showing you. And you can even make a whole lot because you can apply for bigger scholarship like postgraduates and you're going to win. Give me a governmental letter for saying he knows me and I am a good lady I'm a lady of a good academic courage. I study music in this. I have been so since she's a class leader, I'll be like I've been a good course rep, uh, course rep, representative, and I look at just of my course mates. You know, just okay, so you write the 300 words. You can see. So it will show the same thing to show something like it's the university letterhead. You can see lecturer letterhead music. But that the lecturer you don't need to have any letterhead. Just need to put its department name and give you a simple letter and put it to whom it may concern. Okay. Writing the pleasure of a scholarship. So she's including the University of Georgia. So she was an exceptional law with if they're telling you I'm doing as a lecturer and department staff member, I have it, but having over time go to class, sure. So whatever you want your lecturer to write about you, their own is to just put their full name and put their lecture of music and keep a space for them to sign. That's all. Then they submit the letter. This lecturer don't need to have letterhead. Just give them a simple letter telling them that they should sign. So they put their email. They don't even need to have email address. Can ask them for their full name, but they need to put their full name down. So and also you go and do what they call like Jago, where you just manufacture something and probably so the same way for reference letter to also for my head of department. Also do for my head of department. Okay. Some people say this thing processes is so tough, oh, I can't apply. That's one of the ways your wisdom is not common. So the department HOD, all HODs have a letterhead. So the people printing, we just ask for a token of maybe 500 naira. Then write all this stuff and take with them for them to put it. So your name, you put it there. Okay, so that is it too. Okay. Um, that is it. So there's over 7 scholarships available you can apply for, guys. Over 7 of them. So I've been able to teach you how to write motivational letter, reference letter. So on the same, like you have to write your motivational letter first. So now there's an essay that they ask the women to write. So I want to show you guys how to write essays. Okay. So they asked the women to write an essay on the. I want to read it. Like, want to read it. So let's say ask the women to write. So they also ask them to fill a form. Um, why I'm using this scholarship as an example because it's easy for you to use it. So let's say my dear to apply for other scholarships. And you can see here, I just did a check, a story check. So this one is still available. All these ones are simple because they don't have to write anything. It's just about your department, whether you need like MTN about whether you are solving the course that you're not giving it to you. This one too, this women on two, and then see that I put their names. really want you guys to win. I really want you guys to understand the challenges can be school tension, all this stuff. I really want you guys to win. So that is one of the things to only foundation agency. I can apply with your phones. You don't need a laptop to apply for all this. All you just need is to have your documents saved. For your PDF, all these documents I ask you to do, you need to get them as PDF. Like this one I just did for her here. Uh, this one is like a PDF. I just save it. That's it. So you can write this from your WhatsApp. You have this AI on your WhatsApp. So you can write all these answers and tell it to give you this. And then your own is to copy it. Someone will arrange it for you like this. Or you go on there's this app I use in school. I don't know the one that you are using in school now, but there's what you call MS Word, something. You can find them on PDF on Google. They are also free. Okay. Those platforms are also free too, so you can always find them here. Okay. So just save those documents. I always check the number of documents. Like look at this file now. To apply, all you need to do is let's say you want to apply. Let me show you. Um, this is a form. You need to fill all these forms. To fill the form is like okay, let's say I want to fill this. You will just need to you can easily download the form and upload it on what is called what they call it smallpdf.com. There's this thing called smallpdf.com. So you can or sign a document. So that's one of the reasons why I gave you guys people to support you. So you can fill all these informations. But if you have good phones, some don't have good phone, but all phones can do this. You can download this as if you have a Microsoft document, Word document enabler. You can have all these apps called like check MS Word app on your Play Store. I use uh, I use one of these apps myself, even though I use my MacBook. So check WPS Office. WPS Office is one of the files that I use. So these things that you need to fill this form, it's just like your name of applicant, the person's your school address, your email address, your phone number, all those things, you fill it there. And then you now save the form as a PDF document. Okay, after filling it. You can actually print it out and fill it with your pen and snap it. Okay. Yes. Well, what I normally do, I normally like filling something online. I don't normally touch hand all this physical stuff. Okay, so for you as a student, you can actually print this thing out. It will take maybe, you don't have to print it with that color, just print it and fill it with a black pen, and then you can snap it and go to an app called a scan cap cam CAN scanner. And then when you snap a picture, you can convert it to PDF instantly. Okay, as a way you can always watch YouTube to learn how to convert it. You are a student, and one of the things you must do is to study. All right, so look at this. I want to show you the application guide. So see, like they're asking for so one of the first thing you need to do is to understand an application guide. If you don't understand it, what I can also teach you to do is to copy the link of where the scholarship is and copy it and put on AI and say, AI, help me explain this. I'm a student of this. Do I qualify for this? Okay. So a school recommendation letter from the dean, head of ourselves, photocopy of your current stuff. So you can see that from what we did now, we just finished writing, just finished doing something unique. That's sorry to say, we just finished doing the motivational letter, especially why you need to why you need and why you should receive the scholarship, no more than one half page type. So they're not telling you to do a typical written double space. Now they're not telling you again to do a typical written double space essay, 2 page. Now, when they're telling you to write a 2 page essay, they're not telling you, remember that they didn't tell you a word count. So you should not be more than 1,000 words. Okay. So how will you write it? Okay, I'll show you too. Now, the subject line of your email must include the name of your state and your full name. Your application must be typed. That means what they're telling you is that it must be typed. They're not telling you to go and use your handwriting. Although that scholarship application form, you can fill it with your writing, but it's very good. If your writing is not too clear, it's very good to use. You fill it online. Okay, so subject line of your so when you want to submit your application, let's see. I don't know if all right, so let's check the scholarship application guide, the form. My laptop may not really open MS Word, but it definitely will show. So what they are saying is that after you have filled all this form, what they are telling you is that you send it at an email address to this. Okay. So what they are telling you is that this email address, let's say for example, this email address, for example, let's say, sorry, this is my professional email address. So I don't, okay, let me use Gmail for example. So it's easy. So let's say this, okay? So this is the subject. This is the recipient. The recipient is the person receiving the email, okay? So this is the subject will now be like, let's say they are asking of, say a subject line of your email address must include the name of your state and your full name, okay? So you can say if I'm from someone like me now, you can say, let's say I'm from Abia State, I can write here, Abia State. And then you put the Precious. So always start with your surname. Can use as one Precious. Okay, you're saying. Let me see for my daughter. I'm talking about. Let me the please. All right. So let's say I'm talking about their state, and I'm coming here and I'm not. So all I now need to do is that all these documents that they have asked me to write. Remember all these documents that they have asked me to write. Remember all the documents. Can you see them there? Proof of state of origin from the university or letter from the local government. So when they say proof of state of origin, or it means that they are telling you to bring only one, not they are telling you to go and bring the two. Please, you have to understand, this is why some students don't really have good marks in their exams. They will answer the two questions and make other students to fail, okay? So, uh, proof of origin of from university, all they need from you is that your local government identification, which you all have when you are doing screening during school. That's document one. Two letters of recommendations from any of the following. Now they are telling you two of the following. Now, when they are telling you letter of recommendation, they are telling you that you only need to bring only two. They're not telling you to go and bring for all these people, all these four people. What they are saying is that okay, for your pastor, it's easy to get a letter of recommendation from your pastor. It's easy to get a going to for your if you are close to your village here, these two, they don't say you should travel to your village to go and get this thing. Now the D, the university lecturer head of department, what they are just telling you in here, what I would advise you to use for this side, go with a pastor. If you are a pastor, if you are, even though you are not even a this thing, and you have someone that have a pastor friend, you can just do the same thing like I said, and then the sign. So these things can I won't advise you to forge them, but these things are not that complicated. The university lecturer head of department, you just do it very easy. The one I would like you to use your head of department is in this one letter of recommendation from either your dean or school of at least use your HOD. You don't need to use your dean, okay? But for here, use your lecturer, okay? Then use your pastor. So once you get these two things, You will now put them as a file, a letter of recommendation from pastor. That's one. Letter of recommendation from university lecturer. Then letter of recommendation from HOD. You can see that you need your HOD. So don't go and use your HOD for this other site. Okay? Uh-huh. Use your university lecturer here and your HOD here. Don't go and even use your dean. Your dean may be more stressful to be assessed than your HOD. Or if you can get your team the same way, you just type what you want to type, and they will not even stress you. Yeah, all of them have visiting days where you just go there, and their own is to just sign. You just show them that you're a student. Don't even include. You see that the letter does not need to include your CGPA, okay? And then you put their numbers. If you don't have their numbers, you in that letter always ensure that they type their numbers there. It makes it more authentic. Or if they some of them don't use email address, the ones that use email address can always, but their letterhead may have their email address. So an explanation. So all these are like document one, two documents, one document, photocopy of your current school identification. If you don't have a school identification stuff, current school identification, that's your school ID card. You can print out your acceptance email. That shows that the acceptance letter when you paid for your acceptance and they give you an acceptance form. That's what to show. Or you can just scan a pass a ID card or get someone that have and edit your own and put and show that you're a student. So since you're already a student and your school has refused to give you a current photograph of yourself, you can do a passport, something that just shows your face, okay? An explanation of why you need a scholarship. That's what I just explained to you, okay? And it types double. See, don't waste time. Don't say, oh, you do this, that. The only thing that is required of you to do that requires you to meet people is this recommendation letter. Okay, and I've just shown you how to write it. The AC, I've shown you how to write it. The many documents are always with you. If you don't have a letter of a identification, your student identification, go and get a ID card or print out when you log into your page, your school page, print out that page that shows that you're a student. Or scan somebody's ID card and put your own name in case you don't have. But if you have, you just snap it and use. Um, then how do we write these ACs? That's where I want to. This last AC. Analyze that technological. And don't tell you to go and copy it and paste it on ChatGPT. I'll show you how to write some of these things. Because remember that you guys are going to be writing this. So if you go and write nonsense and write what everybody else says, I will use AI. It will show that you are using AI. Okay. So I'm going to show you a way. Let me see. Um, sorry, I'm trying to. Okay, these are the stuff. These things that are there. So let's see how we can write these ACs. Okay. Are you getting me? So let's see. We're analyzing. So I want to save it as PDF. Let me open it. Um, okay, sorry. So guys, that's like I'm trying to leave all this page. Let me go leave all this stuff here. So let's see. I save as I don't know. I want to save this as something that can easily. I want to copy the AC. Okay, I'm trying to copy that AC, and I think the thing is on. Sorry that I'm already antidoted. So analyze how technology can be leveraged to address gender violence. I'll just find a page where I can copy that stuff. Okay, scholarship. See that the scholarship for that available there. They just show you these two forms and then they are just showing you the deadline. And I'm already showing you the email. So all these things here, you will now from all those documents, you now attach them as an attachment. And then you write a letter like, hi, thank you for blah, blah, blah. And then you submit. You don't just attach all of them and just submit. Boom. You attach them and write email and say, hi, these people, thank you for your scholarship opening. I am happy to apply. They attached are my documents. So looking forward to getting shortlisted or winning. That's all. And then you put your name, slash, and Shiva, peace, blah, 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 or your name. I'm not saying go and copy these people. You see why it's for smart people that always win scholarship most times, or serious students, because most people always think that all these things are so tough. Okay, so I want to show you how to write that AC, so I will do another video for that.